Your girl Shani here, a TRX certified and Peaks Pilates certified instructor. In this 20-minute session, we will use suspension straps to elevate your Pilates strength, balance, and core. Let's get started. Let's start with our feet in our plie position. So our feet are a little bit wider than our hips. Externally rotate those toes, roll your shoulders back out of your ears. Hands are in the handles. We're gonna take it down to a little plie squat and then lift. Give your glutes a little bit of squeeze at the top. Welcome to class. So that was a good prop. Welcome to class today. So good to have everyone. Hope you enjoyed your week. You're gonna take it up and down, using these handles as like it's your bar. We're here for 4. Now your last one, we're gonna hold it down. We're gonna do a little bit of pulsing, waking up those legs, those inner thighs. Little up, little down. Keeping that chest lifted as much as you can. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna straighten out those legs. We're gonna go into a little bit of a hinge, and then we're gonna lift up. So just so that you can see on the side, I'm gonna let go of that for just a second. We're finding that stretch all through our glutes, posterior chain, and then lifting up. Crown of your head lifts up to the ceiling. So let's work through that. So we hinge, and we lift. We hinge. Working through this motion. So the breath point is here. Inhale. And we exhale. We inhale. And we exhale. Keeping a soft bend of those knees as much as you can. So it's not as deep as when we did that plie squat, but there's still going to be a little soft bend of the knees so that we don't lock our knees out. Just a few more. Here. We're gonna add in some rotation work. So hands are behind your head, feet are still into that same position. We're gonna twist toward our straps and then back to center. Towards your straps and then back to center. Inhale, exhale. Now this doesn't really have to be much of a deep twist. I want it to come from your hips. So your hips are still facing forward, or squared rather, and then you're just twisting out. Twisting forward, twisting out. Still keeping your chest lifted for the spinal twist, and as you look forward. Let's go for 4, 3, 2 more, and last one more. Now we're going to go into a little bit of balance work here. So I might need to step out a little bit more further away from that ankle point that I did before. So we're going to go back into our plie squat. Then we're going to find all of our weight to the hand closest to the strap. I'm going to come out a little bit more here. So I'm going to take it down. And then I'm going to lean into it, lifting that leg up to start. So we go into that plie squat, then we go into that start. So if you can get your feet, maybe it's just an inch off the floor. Maybe it's parallel. Maybe it's a little higher than your hips. Find the part that works for your body and lift. Take it down. And then lift. Just a few more. And our last one, we're gonna hold that star as well as we can, and then we pulse, Pressing your hand into that handle. You can put your hand onto your hip if you choose. Point through that top toe. 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Let's take it down, stretch out, facing toward our anchor before we go to the other side. 4. All right, now I'm gonna have my back towards you, but we're still gonna be moving together. Okay? All right, so we're gonna go back into that wide position, hands behind our head or our ears. Hands, both hands over the handle. We're gonna go into some rotation first. So we rotate, and then flip. Moving our spine in every direction today. Inhale, exhale. Let's see. We add a little bit of plie squat. So again, hand can go to your hips or out to the side. Either one's fine. Full range of up, and then down. Inner thighs opening, outer hips opening, and then I want you to really close with the power of your inner thighs. 3, 2, and we're gonna hold it down, little up, little down, little up, little down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're gonna step out just a little bit more so we can have enough room to go into that star. We're gonna take it down to the play spot, and then we're gonna press those hands into the handles, lift that leg up to star. You take it down, and then turn. Take it down, and then lift. Yes. How are we feeling? Like my other leg went higher than the other one. Let's go. Just a few more. Last 3. 2. Ooh, before we hold that. I like this leg is feeling it more. And press your hands into those handles, looking forward. Point through that top toe. Bend your bottom knee as much as you can. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh. Just drop it low. Let's go into a little spine stretch forward. Stretch everything out. Now, we're gonna rock our hips side to side. Release some of those that tension out of your hips. It's always hard when I'm going to the other side because I'm like, oh, facing away from you. So we'll work on this together. For 3, 2, 1. Now let's rock our arms side to side, releasing some of that tension out of your shoulders. 3, 2, and 1. Let's look at chest a little more. We're gonna go into some spinal twist rotation a little bit more. Feet about hip width apart, a little bit wider, toes facing forward. We turn our hand up toward the ceiling, and then we bring those arms back together. We go to the other side. Find that range of motion, honor what your body can do. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Open. Really good mobility of your shoulders, spine, forward. Let's go for 2 more. And last one. Let's go ahead and roll up spinal articulation all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. All right, let's work on some obliques work here. Okay, so I'm gonna start with both of my hands like I'm a ballerina. So hands directly over your head. Now I will say this, if it's too much, you can also take your arms forward because we want to create our ribs connected to our hips. So not flaring out, so finding that connection with our deep core muscles here. Now some people might like their hands on the loops. You do whatever works for you, and maybe I'll do the loops today. Let's do that, okay? So I'll step out a little bit more. You can have your feet staggered, bending your knees a little bit, our feet together, okay? All right, so let me do that staggered. So we're gonna dip our hip to the left, and then we're gonna come all the way to center. So we're gonna inhale, and we're gonna exhale. As we lift. Now, as we're doing this, a lot of muscle engagement here. So both of those obliques are working. You might feel one more working than the other, right? Really getting that deep stretch into that little side mermaid. Dipping your hip and then releasing that crown of your head up to this healing. Let's go for 3. Feel this one. 2 more. And last one. Woo, feel that one, and let's hold that stretch. Hold it. And release that. Woo. All right, now let's go to the other side. All right, so again, hands directly over our head, or we're gonna go ahead and release it forward a little bit more. I'm gonna stagger my feet. I go dip this way. Go to the other side. So we're gonna dip. And then we're gonna release that. Dip. And release. Inhale. Exhale. Lift. Feeling that. Oh. Trying to keep your head framed with those arms. Few more. Last 2. Let's go for one more. And we're gonna hold it. Oh, let's both hold it. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. Woo. That was a good one, especially those shoulders just as much as those obliques. I'm gonna feel that tomorrow, really. Okay, so we're gonna turn around. I might take this a little lower, we'll see. Right now, I have it on the shortest glutes. All right, roll those shoulders out of our ears. I have my hands in the glutes, but again, you can also lengthen them out to mid-length if it feels better for you. So I'm gonna be here on my toes. I'm gonna have my heels lifted, toes are down. Palms are gonna be slightly forward here. Palms are facing forward in a downward motion here. So I might need to adjust my feet accordingly. I'm gonna go into that squat, lift, keeping those heels lifted. I'm gonna bend my elbows and then reach. So I'm facing away from the anchor. So we're taking it down. Think heels, glutes to your heels. Lift, bend, and extend. Let's do that again. Take it down. And bend. And extend. Full body here. How deep can you get in that squat? Left it. And last one, friends. Hold that plank position here. I need to bring my feet a little closer together. Take one knee up and back down. So the goal here, how stable can you do? So lift and lift to lower. Keep moving. Four more. How are we feeling? Last 2. Ooh, I'm gonna take my leg heels down. I'll stretch into that. Pull a little bit. Rotate your neck around, around, around. Oh yes. Oh man. Last 3. 2. Stretch that back a little bit more. I'm gonna go into a little bit of a spine, lower back stretch here. This feels so good, you guys. Palms are down, feet are behind you. And I'm gonna straighten my body up and then lift into that wide raise a little bit. Ooh, yeah. Let's go down. And then take it back and straight back. Yes, 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 yes. All the way up, all the way up, all the way up. All right, let's go into a little bit of Y raise action. So I like to kickstand one foot back, roll those shoulders out of my ears. We're gonna lift that chest up toward the anchor and then bring it back down to center. We're gonna lift. And inhale as you lift. Exhale as you lower back into that knee. Now, I do like to always kickstand my hand, especially when I do this one, because I find when I keep both feet together on the same plane, I find that I lift too much with my upper traps and I start getting my glutes start sinking. So I want to keep that strong plank position here. Last two. And one more. All the way up. Stretch it forward here. Pushing my chest into the floor. Give me a little bit of cat-cow. Push your chest to the floor. Exhale, flex your spine. Let's go for 3 more. 2. And last one. Let's roll all the way up. All right, we're gonna go into our final one here, into our roll out cat. So, take it all the way down to the floor. Okie dokie. We're gonna come down. I said roll out. We're actually coming down to the floor for our little stuff here. Okay. All right, friends. Let's try this. All right, so I'm gonna give myself a little bit of room here. I'm gonna take my hands kind of, I would say right next to my legs here, but kind of more at a 45-degree angle, but I'm actually gonna put my hands in the loops because it's gonna be the best way to do this, okay? All right, so we're gonna go into a little bit of leg circles here. So heels together, toes apart. We're gonna start with our feet up to the ceiling. I'm gonna open, swing it down and around, and then back. Down and around, and back up. Inhale, exhale halfway through. Keeping this inner thigh. Let's go. Let's take our arms out a little more so our arms won't be in the way, shall we? Keeping the sacrum, tailbone connected to the floor. 3, 2, and our last one, because we gotta reverse it. Take it down. Elbow up at the bottom. Find that control. Inhale halfway, exhale, other half. Let's go for 2. Ooh, I'm feeling this one. And 1. All right, last one, scissors. Let's go for it. Adding in that chest. Last one here. Adding those arms. 3, 2, and 1. Woo, and we are done, done, and done. My goodness. That actually seemed longer than 20 minutes, but I know that it wasn't. So we're gonna stand up. We're gonna end rolling our shoulders back. Rolling back, 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 back. And going forward. Another spine stretch forward, shall we? All right. This is pretty long. We're gonna go back, shorten it really quick. Can you do it? Yes, we can. The spine stretch forward feels so good. So I want to end there. All right, hands into the handles. Lift that chest up tall, feet hip width apart, or shoulder width apart, toes facing forward. Take one big inhale, exhale, duck, tuck your chin, dive, down, pressing your chest. Take a couple breaths. Tuck your chin. Open up. Inhale, lift it. Yeah, exhale at the top. Inhale, lift it. Find length through your tailbone. And then coming up, finding a flexion through your spine all the way up. Thank you guys so much for coming today. I hope you all enjoyed the workout. We will be having more of our suspension straps Pilates. Please come back, and I'll talk with you guys soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.